So, last Saturday, my friends and I decided to add a splash of creativity to our weekends and signed up for a beginner's painting class at the local community center. We were all buzzing with excitement, each of us imagining going home with our own version of Van Gogh's Starry Night. As we settled in, we were greeted by our instructor, a quirky character named Leo. He was tall, with a mane of wild hair that made him look like Einstein's long-lost brother. Leo welcomed us warmly and told us he'd be teaching us the basics of painting. However, he had a unique twist to his method that he was sure would kickstart our artistic journey. The intrigue set in when Leo took off his shoes and socks, and I remember thinking, alright, maybe he's just getting comfortable. But then, to our collective astonishment, Leo picked up a paintbrush with his toes. He gave us a knowing smile and said, "I find painting with my feet really helps me connect with the canvas." At this point, my friends and I exchanged glances, silently questioning our life choices. But Leo was already off and running, or painting rather, with his toes gliding across the canvas in strokes that were surprisingly graceful. We decided to go along with it. After all, a story like this was worth the price of admission alone. As the class progressed, we tried our best to emulate Leo's unique footwork, but unsurprisingly, our attempts were less Monet and more Mona lousy. Meanwhile, Leo was creating abstract masterpieces with the ease of someone tying their shoelaces. His feet danced over the canvas, adding splashes of color that somehow blended perfectly. My friend Matt, who had been unusually quiet, finally broke the silence by asking, "Leo, have you always painted with your feet?" Leo chuckled and replied, "Oh no, this is my latest step in artistic evolution." The room burst into laughter, and we continued painting, or attempting to. By the end of the class, our canvases were a riot of colors, more reminiscent of a toddler's daycare than a gallery exhibit. Leo, however, had completed a stunning abstract piece that looked like it belonged in a museum. As we packed up, Matt took one last look at Leo's work, shook his head in disbelief, and said, "Well, I guess art really is a soul endeavor." We all groaned, but it was the perfect ending to a bizarrely fun day. We left the class with paint on our hands, or rather, for Leo, on his feet, and a story that would surely be told at many dinner tables to come.